Progressive overload. Every successful physique is built on progressively increasing training stress over time. This means adding weight, reps, sets, or reducing rest periods consistently. Ronnie Coleman didn't bench 495 pounds for reps by accident. He systematically added weight every training cycle for decades. Your muscles adapt to stress by growing stronger and bigger, but only if you force adaptation through increased demands. Most people fail because they lift the same weights for years, wondering why they don't grow. Track your lifts religiously. If you benched 225 for 8 reps last month, aim for 9 reps or 230 pounds this month. Without progressive overload, you're just maintaining, not building. This principle applies whether you're natural or enhanced, beginner or advanced. Drop sets. Perform a set to failure, immediately reduce weight by 20 to 30%, and continue repping until failure again. I did you on repeat 2 to 3 times. Arnold Schwarzenegger used drop sets religiously for arm development, pushing muscles beyond their normal capacity. This creates extreme metabolic stress and muscle damage, triggering hypertrophy. Example: leg press 450 pounds for 12 reps to failure, drop to 360 for 10 reps, drop to 270 for 8 reps. The pump is excruciating, growth stimulus is massive. Use drop sets sparingly on final sets of isolation exercises because they're incredibly taxing on recovery. Overuse leads to overtraining, 1 or 2 exercises per workout maximum. Rest pause training, hit failure on a set, rest 10 to 20 seconds, then squeeze out more reps with the same weight. Repeat 2 to 3 times. Dorian Yates built his massive back using rest pause sets on rows and pull downs. This technique recruits additional motor units and extends time under tension dramatically. Example: dumbbell press 100 seconds for 8 reps to failure, rest 15 seconds while holding dumbbells, get 3 more reps, rest 15 seconds, get 2 final reps, total of 13 reps instead of 8. The intensity is brutal but effective for breaking plateaus. Best used on compound movements where you can safely rack the weight during brief rests. Supersets. Perform 2 exercises consecutively without rest, typically pairing opposing muscle groups or complementary movements. Arnold paired bicep curls with tricep extensions, chest press with rows. This doubles workout density, increases metabolic stress, and saves time. Antagonist supersets like chest and back allow one muscle to recover while working the other. Agonist supersets like 2 chest exercises create extreme fatigue in target muscles. Example: bench press immediately into bent over rows for 4 sets. Your heart rate skyrockets, calorie burn increases, and muscle pump is intense. The downside is hogging 2 stations in busy gyms and compromise strength on the second exercise. Giant sets. Chain 4 or more exercises targeting the same muscle group with 0 rest between movements. Tom Platz destroyed his quads with giant sets combining squats, leg press, lunges, and leg extensions consecutively. This creates unbearable metabolic stress and muscle damage. Use giant sets for lagging body parts or specialization phases. Example for shoulders: overhead press, lateral raises, front raises, rear delt flies, all back-to-back for one devastating set. Recovery demands are extreme. Limit giant sets to 1 muscle group per workout, once or twice weekly maximum. The pump feels like your muscles might explode. If you're learning techniques you've never heard explained this clearly, hit subscribe for more training knowledge. Negatives. Eccentric training. The lowering phase of any exercise causes more muscle damage than the lifting phase. Emphasizing negatives by taking 4 to 6 seconds to lower weight recruits more muscle fibers and creates superior hypertrophy stimulus. Bodybuilders use negatives when they can no longer perform positive reps, having a spotter lift the weight while they control the descent. Example: barbell curl to failure, then have a partner help you curl the weight up while you take 5 seconds to lower it for 3 to 4 additional negative reps. Your biceps will be destroyed. Use negatives sparingly because recovery takes 5 to 7 days due to extreme muscle damage. Once weekly per muscle group maximum. Forced reps. Push a set past technical failure by having a spotter provide minimal assistance to complete 2 to 4 additional reps. Ronnie Coleman's training partner forced him through brutal extra reps that built his legendary physique. The spotter applies just enough force to keep the bar moving while you generate maximum effort. This extends sets beyond what you could do alone. Example: bench press to failure at 315 pounds. Partner helps lift just enough to squeeze out 3 more reps. Forced reps work best on compound movements with reliable spotters. Overuse causes overtraining. Limit to final set of 1 to 2 exercises per session. Pyramids. Ascending pyramids start light and add weight each set while reducing reps. Descending pyramids start heavy and reduce weight while increasing reps. Classic bodybuilding approach for building strength and size simultaneously. Example, ascending. Bench press 135 by 15, 185 by 12, 225 by 10, 275 by 6, 315 by 3. Example, descending. 315 times 3, 275 times 6, 225 times 10, 185 times 12, 135 times 15. Pyramids thoroughly fatigue muscles through multiple rep ranges. The comprehensive stimulus targets different muscle fiber types, time-consuming but effective for building well-rounded development. Time under tension, TUT. Control tempo by taking 3 to 4 seconds on the eccentric, 1 to 2 second pause, 2 seconds on the concentric. Total time under tension of 40 to 60 seconds per set maximizes hypertrophy. Kai Green built freaky muscle maturity using deliberate controlled tempos. This reduces weight you can lift but increases mechanical tension and metabolic stress. Example, dumbbell flies with 3-second lowering, 2-second stretch at bottom, 2-second contraction back up. Each rep takes 7 seconds. Sets of 8 reps equal 56 seconds of pure tension. Your ego suffers using lighter weights, but muscles grow faster. Pre-exhaust. Fatigue a muscle with isolation, work before hitting it with compounds. This ensures the target muscle fails before supporting muscles in compound movements. Example, leg extensions to failure immediately followed by squats. Your quads are pre-exhausted, so they fail during squats before your lower back or glutes limit you. Tom Platz used pre-exhaust extensively for legendary quad development. Another example, dumbbell flies before bench press ensures chest fails before triceps and shoulders. This technique guarantees maximum target muscle stimulation, but compromises overall strength and weight used on compounds. Cluster sets perform 2 to 3 reps, rest 10 to 20 seconds, repeat for multiple mini sets totaling higher volume with heavier weight. Powerlifters and bodybuilders use clusters to accumulate volume with loads normally reserved for low reps. Example, deadlift 495 pounds for 3 reps, rest 15 seconds, another 3 reps, rest 15 seconds, final 3 reps. Total of 9 reps at a weight you'd normally only manage 5 reps. Cluster sets build strength and size simultaneously by maintaining higher intensity across more total reps. Best for compound movements, requires discipline to limit rest periods or it becomes ineffective. 21s. Popularized for bicep curls, 7 reps from bottom to midpoint, 7 reps from midpoint to top, 7 full range reps. Total 21 reps creating incredible muscle pump and burn. Works for any exercise by dividing range of motion. Example for squats, 7 reps top half, 7 reps bottom half, 7 full reps. The continuous tension without rest between portions creates extreme metabolic stress. Use 21-second sets as a finisher to completely exhaust muscles. The pump is insane, but don't confuse pump with actual growth. This is primarily a metabolic technique. Blood flow restriction, BFR. Wrap limbs with specialized cuffs or bands restricting venous return while maintaining arterial flow. Train with 20 to 30% of normal weight for high reps. Metabolites accumulate in muscles, triggering growth signals without heavy loading. Japanese bodybuilders developed this technique for joint-friendly hypertrophy. Example, bicep curls with 20-pound dumbbells and arm cuffs for sets of 30-plus reps. Muscles grow despite light weight because metabolic stress mimics heavy training. Beneficial for injuries or deload phases. Improper restriction can cause nerve damage or blood clots. Use proper BFR cuffs, not random bands. Subscribe now for more advanced training methods that actually work. Mechanical drop sets. Instead of reducing weight, switch to an easier exercise variation targeting the same muscles. Example, wide grip pull-ups to failure, immediately switch to narrow grip chin-ups, then to band-assisted pull-ups. No weight change needed, but mechanical advantage shifts allowing continued reps. Another example, standing overhead press to failure, switch to seated press, then to push press using leg drive. This extends sets dramatically while maintaining load, particularly useful training alone without spotters to change weights quickly. German volume training, GVT. Perform 10 sets of 10 reps with the same weight, resting 60 to 90 seconds between sets. This accumulates massive volume targeting muscle growth through sheer workload. Start with a weight you could do 20 reps with. By set 7 to 8, those 10 reps become brutal. Vince Gironda popularized this for stubborn body parts. Example, squat 225 pounds for 10 sets of 10 reps with 90-second rest. Total of 22,500 pounds moved. The monotony is mentally challenging, but results are undeniable for adding size. Only use GVT for 1 or 2 exercises per session, once or twice weekly maximum due to recovery demands.